Fill out the application, hit submit, and wait. Then, within seconds, the rejection email arrives. If you are in the United States and trying to get your very first credit card, you have probably felt this exact frustration. It is a confusing loop. Banks want to see a history of you borrowing and returning money before they approve you for a card. But without a card, you have no way to actually build that history. To break this loop, we have to look at credit through a different lens. Your credit score is essentially your financial resume. Getting your first credit card follows the same logic as applying for your first professional job. This diagram lays out the comparison. On the left, we have a blank paper resume, and on the right, your empty data profile grid at the credit bureau. Applying for a premium rewards card on day one is like applying for a CEO position with zero work experience. The banks act as hiring managers. They rely on the data in this profile to predict how reliable you will be. When the grid is empty, they have no proof that you will pay them back, so they hit the reject button. That initial rejection is a mathematical response to an empty file. Banks require data to make a decision, and a blank resume simply doesn't provide the evidence they need. So, how do you get hired? Look for the credit equivalent of an internship. These are entry-level cards designed explicitly for applicants with zero experience. When searching for a beginner card, look for 3 specific things: no previous credit history, 0 annual fees, and reporting to credit bureaus. The most reliable tool that meets all 3 of these requirements is a secured credit card. It is the perfect starting point for an absolute beginner. This visual equation shows exactly how a secured card works. Instead of the bank taking a chance on you, you drop your cash into a vault lockbox. That deposit instantly converts into your digital credit limit. If you deposit $200, your spending limit is $200. By holding your initial deposit, the bank completely eliminates their financial risk. These act as training wheels, which is why your application for a secured card is almost guaranteed to be approved. Putting down your own money might feel backward at first, but it is the fastest, most effective way to prove a strong financial work ethic to the major banks. If you are enrolled in a university, you have another strong option. Student and starter cards serve as the next tier of entry-level choices, specifically targeting young adults on campus. Student cards have lower barriers to entry than premium cards. However, the banks are still actively evaluating your application, so you still need a deliberate strategy. There are 2 golden rules for these applications. First, declare all of your stable, verifiable income, even if it is a small amount from a part-time job. Second, never apply for multiple cards at the same time, because too many applications signal desperation to the banks. There is one more shortcut, called the authorized user method. Think of this as the financial equivalent of a powerful letter of recommendation from an industry veteran. This diagram illustrates the process. The large glowing shield represents a parent or guardian's pristine, established credit history. By adding you to their account, their history expands outward to envelop your blank profile, boosting your invisible score. Whether you use student access or have a family member vouch for you, these alternative paths successfully bypass the traditional data gatekeeping of the financial system. Fast forward a few weeks, you are now holding your new entry-level card. The goal shifts from getting hired to actually doing the job correctly on a daily basis. There are a few common workplace mistakes that will ruin your fresh financial resume. Using up your entire available credit limit makes you look reckless to the bank, and missing a monthly payment tells them you cannot be trusted with deadlines. There is also a counterintuitive mistake to watch out for. Eventually, you might want to close your first starter card because you don't need it anymore. Doing this early damages your profile because it erases the entire length and strength of your new history. This calendar graphic shows the ultimate success strategy. Make tiny purchases, like a coffee, and pay that balance off completely every single month. Repeat this rhythmic consistency, and your credit score meter will climb into a healthy top-tier zone. After months of a perfect track record, the payoff arrives. You successfully apply for the exact premium credit card you were initially denied. Building credit is a deliberate, step-by-step process of proving your reliability over time. By staying consistent, you transform that blank resume into a proven track record that opens doors to your future financial goals.